the best innovations, the best startup that will be presenting Europe at our World Finals. That is just in, what, 2 weeks away. Gosh, time is flying fast. And yes, we will be looking for the best innovations today, thanks to our sponsors who made all these events possible all over the world. Platinum sponsor, Network VC California Seed Fund, Golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and silver sponsor, Startup Inc. Be sure to check them out. Great guys. And in 2 weeks, on July 15th, we will be having world finals all over the world, starting for Asian investors, then going over to European investors and finishing up with American investors. It will be one-day event. Startups will pitch twice, so everyone, wherever you are in any time zone, you can log in and be with us. So please join us live or watch us. We will be broadcasting all over the world. We have been doing our events for 12 years already, all over the world. We used to fly, but now we are online, which is good for somebody, or for us. It is quite a restriction because we like to travel, but we have done more than 260 events in almost all countries of the world. But we constantly are expanding because we find the best local startups. We invite the best investors. We do really good matchmaking because look, our winners already raised almost 300 million by themselves. We do not stand in the middle at all. And our VC community keeps constantly growing. Our business angels and guests community keeps constantly growing. So please be a part of this great happening. But besides being a part of this great happening, we can do business together. If you are a leader of startup or VC community and you haven't, for some reason, not doing events with us still, you can do unicorn pitches with us. For local startups, for international investors, please contact me, our event managers, or our great partnership manager, Mary, who is with us today, and we will talk about it some more. If you missed any of our events, any great innovators, any solutions that startups present, or would like to get an insight from VCs or from some funds or business angels, please visit our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. This way you do not miss out any interesting things. And I would like to present you to our organizer, Startup.Network. It's a ecosystem that unites businesses, startups, high-level managers, VCs and business angels in one community, in one space. It's a marketplace and a heart of our ecosystem. Startup Inc. It's an investor onboarding and management platform that gives an access to exclusive deals with experienced VCs with only YK entry. Unicorn.Events is the world's largest startup pitch contest. SciFi, VC House, I'm sorry. This is online community and network created exclusively for the VCs where they can exchange deals they participating as a lead investor. Network Investments is a meeting point for investment banks, startups, and brokers. Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a special structure that allows business angels to invest into the best startups with small checks through syndicate deals. And finally, Network VC is our seed fund and main center of the venture activities. And right now, I'm returning the floor to Marina to start our event finally. Marina?
Thank you, Anna, so much for a great introduction and an overview of Startup.Network, like a group of companies. And I would like to tell a couple of words about our great partners who always help us, support us, and we are very thankful to you for helping us and for your support. So that's, as always, Startup Grind, Startup Grind Helsinki, and often Startup Grind in Japan, then Brandpreneurs and Brandfluencers, Frankfurt Valley, and Fiverr, MedLabs, Daniel Angels, Pioneers, of course. So thank you very much. Then I'm excited to announce actually we have a new format of judges, and I would like to pass over to Anna again to tell us a little bit more about the official judges we're having today.
Yes, thanks, Marina. We have a big expert board and official judges who will be judging startups, but official judges a little bit different from the rest of the expert board because they will be judging on behalf of their country they come from. But we have a really special official judge in this batch as well. This Alexander Soroka, he's judging on behalf of the global ecosystem Startup.Network. So I would like to welcome you guys to introduce yourself, tell what industry you're looking for, what geography you invest in, what is the check size. And let's start with the CEO and founder of Startup.Network, Alexander.
Hello, Anna. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited today because we have a battle in Western Europe, and usually we have great startups in this region. So our funds usually invest up to 500K today. We are industry agnostic, we are geographically agnostic, but we prefer to invest on seed and round A stage. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Alexander. Welcome. And please meet Dr. Patrick Fleschner, who he will be representing Germany today. He is a partner at LeadX Capital Partners and growth expert and author of really great book, Fast Scaling. Be sure to check it out. Patrick?
Yeah, hello, everybody, and thanks for the introduction. Indeed, we are quite on the opposite side of Alexander's focus. So we are a vertically focused fund. We invest in B2B tech companies or tech-enabled B2C companies that are active in consumer industries. So a vertically focused fund. And at the same time, we are not investing early stage, but really later stage in companies that have at least 10 million in revenue and a 30% growth rate. We look really for viable business models. So we are not top-line focused investors, but really want to see good unit economics and strong viable business models. At the same time, historically, we are also managing an early stage fund of more than 60 companies with the same focus, but this is a run-off portfolio. But in total, I think I've seen early stage companies and how they get to sustainable high growth and companies who didn't manage to do so. So I think this is the experience I can bring here to the table, but I'm really happy to be here together with all other judges. Thanks.
Welcome, Patrick. Really great to see you. And I see that support is telling me that Gulame Klov, who will be representing Netherlands, has some problems, technical problems. Connected will give him a floor a little bit later. And Marina, I think it's time to present our great expert board.
Hey, my favorite part. So we have amazing jurists who joined us today, found time to join us. And I would like to start with the presentation. You're very welcome to raise your hand and tell a couple of words about yourself. You found just about 1 minute, ticket size, your preferences, geography, or whatever. And who would like to be the first one? Please raise the hand.
It's a special little hand in the beneath your screen. It's called raise hand.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hi to Japan.
Hello, Marina, Anna, Alex, everybody, Dr. Crazy Patrick, everybody. Nice to see you. My name is Crazy John. Hi, pretty. And actually, I don't know how to put my Japanese flag here. So my wife is trying to find out with her laptop. But anyways, so nice to see everybody. It's 10 p.m. in Japan. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to watch all of your great pitches and then have a champagne and sleep. But
Same
anyway, maybe sake. So I advising a few VCs and with my Silicon Valley Ventures, focus on deep tech, med tech, digital health, and also I just became an advisor of the Singaporean company. Want to bring all of SaaS business to Asia Pacific, or suppose Japan and Singapore to all over Asia. So best luck for all of you. And I'm also columnist of Forbes Japan Listener Bank and Dreamgate, and a new web called Finders. So love to interview all of you. Yeah, so best luck.
Thank you so much, John, for your support as a partner also. And I see that Gary, yeah, much love.
From Japan.
Yeah, no,
next one.
it's great to be here. My name's Gary Fowler. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here in Silicon Valley, but it's great to see some familiar faces. Patrick, John, Priti, I mean, just amazing. So I'm a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've done 17 companies. I've been involved in 2 unicorns. I was on the original management team of Click Software, an Israeli-based company that we brought to the US, sold for 1.35 billion, and also Eva.ai, an AI HR tech company. I'm the CEO, president, co-founder of GSD, Get Shit Done Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley. We work in 24 countries, curating companies, bringing them to Silicon Valley, using it as a port. Where we're looking at companies that are primarily pre-Series A. We have 2 pieces, an accelerator that is a growth stage accelerator, and also companies that have about $500,000 in revenue and more that are in deep tech. So great to be here. And again, great to see some familiar faces. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary, for this early rise to join us. So thanks. And I see Oscar wants to raises the hand and wants to take the floor.
Hi, yeah, great to connect European, but connecting all the way from China. Yeah, I'm Oscar Ramos. I'm partner in a VC fund called SOSB. SOSB is a global venture capital fund. We have $1 billion under management. We invest in early stage startups, and we follow on with additional investment. But what makes us unique is that we have a global approach. We invest in companies everywhere, and we help those companies expand internationally. So we believe that technology is international, and we like to invest in companies regardless of their location, and then help them expand to the market where they have the most potential to be able to scale fast. So that's one of the reasons why I'm based in Asia, and I have a lot of companies from North America, Latin America, Europe come to Asia, where in certain industries you have a lot of early adopters really looking forward, especially for deep tech and companies that can help with improving efficiency. So my areas of expertise, where I spend most of my time, is in enterprise software. So I'm really looking into companies that are disrupting traditional industries, both as enablers or disruptors that are making more efficient industries that are extremely important, that the world needs them, such as manufacturing, insurance, financial services, construction, education, healthcare. But they're leveraging technology to make those services better and more available to people. So looking forward to meet more amazing companies from the Unicorn Battle. And well, if anybody's interested in scaling their business globally, feel free to ping me here or on LinkedIn.
Okay, thank you very much. And I see that Priti wants to take the floor. Hi, Priti. Greetings to India.
Namaste from India. Ni hao, Oscar. Hey, John and Gary. Third day today, and 4th Unicorn Cup battle. First it was LATAM on 29th. Then today it is UAE before this, and now it's Western Europe. Can it get any better? I think it can, and that would be on the 15th of July. Pleasure being here. My name is Preeti Chaudhary. I am a founder, a mentor, a speaker. More intentionally, I'm somebody that is looking at bringing gender diversity into the startup ecosystem space by inclusion of more women as founders and investors. Also a scout for a few angels and certain VC funds, looking out for sector agnostic startups. It's nice to be here. All the best to everybody pitching. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to everyone soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Priti. And I would like to pass the word to William. Hi, William.
Hi, thanks, Marina. Hi, good evening from Kuala Lumpur. I'm William Du, founder of Engineers House Group. We are in financial services. We set up funds and family office around Malaysia and Singapore. At this moment, we have 25 million US fund to invest in AgTech, EdTech, and also FinTech. Right. So looking forward to hear about opportunities presented today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I see Mark. Mark is raising the hand.
Yes, hello, and thanks a lot for inviting me again. Yeah, I'm Mark from Business Bodies. Business Bodies is a customized accelerator for sustainable companies based in Berlin. So we are focusing mainly on B2B companies in mobility, prop tech, energy, food, and circular economy. And yeah, whenever you, I don't know, whenever you want to learn more about the Berlin startup scene, you can, of course, also reach out to me. Thank you.
Okay. And I saw that Alexei Sverkov was also raising the hand. So Alexei, would you like to present yourself?
Yes. Hi to everybody, and thank you to the participants and to organizers. I'm representing a family office, a Russian-based family office. In terms of the industries, we're industry agnostic. I guess we're greedy in that regards. We will go with the good business regardless of its sector and industry. Our sweet spot in terms of the ticket size of $1 to $2 million. We have about 25 investments in our portfolio up to date, and we are slowly migrating towards smaller tickets and earlier stages now. And I look forward to seeing very ambitious and good startups, and good luck to them.
Thank you very much, Alexei. I see Peter would like to join our presentation. Peter, hi.
Hey guys, just want to say hello to everybody. Hello founders, hello the judges. Nice to see the familiar faces. I'm Peter, I'm from SitYea Ventures out of Singapore. Our venture capital firm has a presence in Silicon Valley, Luxembourg, Singapore, Tel Aviv. We generally invest in deep tech and medtech companies. We have incubators based in Luxembourg and Singapore called House of Deep Tech, House of Medtech. Anybody's interested to land in Southeast Asia, please reach out. We launched in the cohort in July this year, end of July. Good luck to everyone. And again, nice to see all the faces.
Thank you very much, Peter. Any more hands?
Yeah, I can go. Hi, I'm Guillaume Clo from Validate Venture Partners. And basically, I just rolled in, coming from another meeting. My team and we help startups to actually expand either in Europe, the US, or in Southeast Asia. We are industry agnostic, and anything in tech, we're eager to help those startups to grow and expand, and ultimately assist them in raising capital between 500K and 5 million.
Thank you very much, Guillaume. You also, Guillaume, is an official judge representing Netherlands today. Anybody else would like to jump in? Moment. Okay. Seems like we're moving on. We're done with our presentation during introduction part. And now I would like to remind everybody, jurists mostly, that you have got your personal voting links, and you can just enter the link and put your votes on our landing page. Just enter the link, scroll down, and you see the ranking opportunities under each startup from 1 till 5. So 5 is the highest investment potential, and 1 is the lowest. You can put your ratings just during the pitching session, and they will be calculated automatically and then calculated in average statistics. So, and now I would like to pass the word to Maria. And Maria is going to present our startups and to tell more about our amazing startups today.
Hello, everyone. Today we are welcoming 9 wonderful startups, and we all wish them good luck today. And first, today will be Dryad startup with the founder Carsten Brinkschulte, Germany. Please welcome.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Carsten Brinkschulte. I'm co-founder and CEO of Dryad Networks. Our mission is to help in the fight against climate change with an ultra-early warning system for wildfires. Wildfires cause up to 20% of global CO2 emissions, the same amount that traffic, all cars, airplanes, and ships combined put into the air. Since as humans, we are responsible for about 80% of the wildfires, it's also our responsibility to stop them. Wildfires have a devastating impact on biodiversity, with more than 3 billion animals killed, and they cause more than 140 billion of economic losses each year. Existing systems aiming to tackle wildfires are mostly relying on satellites or cameras placed in the forest. However, they can take hours or even days to detect a fire. By the time the firefighters arrive at the scene, the fire has often grown too large and can no longer be contained. Dryad's ambition is to detect wildfires within the first 60 minutes after someone throws a cigarette and enable firefighters to extinguish the fire before it spreads out of control. We do this by placing solar-powered sensors directly into the forest, which use ultra-sensitive gas sensors to monitor the composition of the air and detect the fire with the help of machine learning. The sensors then send an alert signal over our large-scale IoT mesh network. Data is being collected and monitored at our cloud monitoring platform, which sends out alerts in case of a detected fire. Our initial focus is on early detection of wildfires, which can dramatically reduce the cost of firefighting and protect from losses of forest and financial damages. As we are establishing a generic IoT network infrastructure, we are planning to expand into health and growth monitoring, helping forest owners to more efficiently manage their forest based on data from our sensor network. Our business model is based on hardware sales and a recurring platform access fee. Dryad has been started by a team of 7 co-founders. Personally, I have about 20 years experience in telecommunications with 4 startups and 3 successful exits. Our management team includes seasoned experts in hardware and software development, as well as research, finance, and B2B sales. The company was founded in early 2020. We created an MVP, raised 1.8 million seed from 4 investors, including Stihl, the world's largest chainsaw manufacturer. In March, we added 1.6 million EU funding and have just completed product development. Next, we will validate our product with 10 proof of concept customers, mass manufacture our devices, and start product sales early next year. Dryad is an impact for profit, and we are measuring our success not just by financial KPIs, but also by SDG criteria. By 2030, our goal is to save 1 million hectares of forest from burning, thereby preventing 400 million tons of CO2 emissions, saving millions of animals and preventing large economic losses. Thank you for listening, and please join us in our mission to save the world's forests and fight against climate change.
Thank you very much, Carsten, for a perfect timing. And right now, dear jurors, please raise your hands. I see. Okay, Patrick would like to take the floor.
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. You are pre-revenue. I've got 2 questions. First of all, have you talked to customers, potential customers, and to how many, and what was the feedback as regards willingness to pay? And I also wonder how many devices you actually have to put into the forest in order to really detect all fires.
We've lined up 10 proof of concept customers, including the 3rd largest timber manufacturer in the United States, which is suffering devastating losses from wildfires. And yes, have we talked about the financial concept and the interest in the willingness to pay? Absolutely. We validated our pricing, and we are going to validate the product.
Okay, thank you. The next question from Dr. Jamal.
Yes, hello. Thank you very much. Very interesting concept and very interesting presentation. My question, do you have any other application of your concept, talking about industrial zones, talking about cultural zones, society zones? I think you are providing something very interesting here. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, in general, our system is a generic IoT network that can be placed in very large-scale environments that are currently not covered with existing mobile networks. That, of course, is clearly the forest, but it also can spread into lakes, oceans, and other areas. Could we place this into industrial and urban environment? Yes, but that's not our intention. Our mission is to help the climate change and protect nature with technology. So we're trying to stay out of the industrial environment.
Okay, thank you very much. Any more questions? Do we have time?
Can you explain, please, the market, the size of the market as you understand it, how much it can be?
Yes, so the forestry market is a $9 billion industry globally, and including very large timber manufacturer, pulp and paper industry that actually suffers from wildfire. On top of that, the world economic is facing $140 billion losses of economic damages caused by wildfires, 40 billion of them to the insurance industry, which we can help prevent those losses by preventing the wildfires. So the economic market is potentially very large. Adding on top of that, the potential to generate carbon credits by deploying our systems can potentially go into the billions.
How large can be your revenues of your company?
Well, we are targeting 45 million of revenue by 2025.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Carsten. Actually, time is up, and I'm excited to pass the floor again to Mary, who will announce the next startup.
Thank you, Carsten. I would like to remind to our participants that each founder has 3 minutes to pitch in and 3 minutes for question and answer session. And also, we advise not to mention any fundraising out loud, because we are broadcasting all over the world, and some countries have their special restrictions. So use any convenient means of communication. It can be our chat or something else. Thank you. Second startup is Louis. The founder is Desiree Jessica and Dr. Pelli, Germany. Please meet them. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. I would quickly share my slides, and here we go. Great. I hope you can see my slides so I can continue.
Yeah, it's fine. See you.
Great. So yeah, welcome everybody. We are Louis, and we are the transformative power towards a digital economy. We are doing that by addressing the most important but least effective issue, which is the internal communication. You may think that communication nowadays is great. We have all these amazing tools like Teams and Slack and so on. Yet, that is where the biggest problem starts. Communication is random, super conventional, oftentimes inconsistent, or formulated just too complex, coming from the top down. And what is the worst part about this? That we don't even know whether all our costly communication efforts are effective. Internal communication is the wrap that holds the company together, but who is responsible for this nowadays? No one. It's fragmented, coming from top down and prescriptive rather than engaging. Instead of one size fits all, it needs to be personalized. As communicated content is subjective, we need a data-driven and scientifically backed approach to make future decisions. Louis is a data-driven and omni-channel internal communications platform that helps generate the right content for the right people at the right time. We apply digital nudges to communicate effectively with your workforce. Nudges are small, continuous impulses that put people on the path of better decisions, aligned with company goals. The concept of nudging was invented by Nobel Prize laureate Richard Thaler, who I worked with. So how does Louis work? First, In our platform, we guide every authorized stakeholder like HR or compliance towards collaboratively creating hands-on content for their employees. Second, depending on employee behavior, our platform selects the right content to the right person. And third, all communication efforts are tracked and measured so that nudges can be validated and continuously improved. The internal communication market is enormous and growing. So far, we are aware of process-centered apps like Slack or internet platforms like Staffbase, but mega trends and people-centered communication are just starting. Here, Humo is one of the pioneers in the US market, and we, SitYea, want to lead the way in Europe. We are our diverse team in age, ethnicity, and gender, and have expertise in behavior economics, tech, and psychology. We are currently running our MVP 2.0 with paying customers. We still curate the topics ourselves. However, we are working on the algorithm to streamline the software soon. Coming to the conclusion, we want to thank you for having us today. And if you want to join us and revolutionize internal communication, we would be very happy to do that with you and are looking for early adopters, experts in communication, HR, or even compliance. So get in touch with us and happy for your questions.
Thank you very much, Jessica. And the questions. Questions from Alexander Soroka. Alexander, you're welcome.
Jessica, thank you for your presentation. Can you explain me how does it work? I just didn't quite catch.
So imagine a content management system where people, the employers, can send out content to their employees. So, and you can collaboratively work within the organization to create this content. And we guide HR, compliance, how to create their content to the employees, information that must be read by the employees in order that the information is read eventually. So what happens now is that employees get tons of emails from the management, from different departments, and many of those emails are left unread or in the bin. And the reason is that not everybody needs every information that is out there, but the information needs to be personalized. And that's where we help.
And, you have MVP already, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I see Dr. Jamal would like to ask a question.
Yes,
Please.
hi. Thank you very much for your presentation. Just as a client, we are using Slack. How you can convince me to shift from Slack to your product?
The good thing is we are not convincing you to shift from Slack to use another product. We are just giving you a tool how you optimize your communication. So imagine some of your employees use Slacks, others use Teams, others use emails, others use SMS because they don't even have a work phone. So we provide you a tool where you can leverage omni-channel communication. So you can send out to the people who want it over Slack through Slack or to people who want email to email. So it's like what you see usually in the customer service, like you want to satisfy your clients with an omni-channel approach. That's what we are doing with your employees.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
Maybe you have some pilots already with some corporations or which you can tell us about.
Whether I can share some examples?
Yeah, any traction? Traction.
So I'm not sure whether I can share the information of our clients on a broadcasting, but we have several clients who reach out to us that they are having really troubles to reach their employees, that employees are not reading their newsletters, their emails, and we are helping them creating newsletters that are read, and we also help them manage optimizing those newsletters that they will be read in the future.
How do you guarantee they're going to be read? I mean, again, what is the outcome? What is the measurable outcome that you provide?
the measurable outcome that we provide is on the one hand, the click rates, opening rates, so on and so forth, like all the analytics behind it, and also questionnaires that come along with, so employees can even engage with us and let us know what they find interesting and what they find not interesting. So it's like a two-way of communication instead of one-way communication from the top down.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, time is up, and I'm excited to announce the third startup and pass the word to Mary again.
Thank you, Jessica. The next one to pitch her startup will be Maria Lisa Brackert with her startup SQIN, Germany. Please welcome.
We don't hear you. We see the presentation. Moment. Maria. Maria. One moment, just a technical thing.
Maybe we can hear setup number 4 and then we'll come back to the third one.
Yeah.
Okay, today's startup number 4, Up and Change. Gabriele Lang from Austria, please welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. We at Up and Change enable the fulfillment of company targets. Every one of us knows these situations. Employees in stress, fighting instead of getting work done. Emotions getting in the way of finishing projects on time. This has dramatic impact on companies. It wastes up to 50% of time, especially of managers. It's a significant increase of sick leave and quitting of good people, and it's a loss of up to 19% of total company costs. This is the biggest lever of cutting unproductive costs. Up and Change has a solution. Conflict management tools which are easily accessible for any employee in stress situations for developing essential skills in collaboration. Our product is a digital product. It's digitals combining expertise in the area of psychology and coaching, plus 100% digital technology. This resides in immediate help for employees in conflict situations, individual development of necessary and essential skills for collaboration. It's a significant time and cost saving for the companies, and companies are enabled to fulfill their targets. In our business to consumer approach, in our case, Thomas, the manager, buys usages of the digitals. In our case, the conflict facilitator. Our user are the employees in need. For example, Martin, Andreas, and Karina, who are experiencing conflict in their project team. They individually go through the conflict facilitator, a step-by-step structure with premium content, proven techniques, and audios, resulting in developing their skills and getting communication and behavioral skills. When they come together, collaboration is enabled. We are working in a fast-growing market with annual growth rates of up to 6%. We are the ones who combine consistent premium quality with 100% digital technology, the game changer concerning accessibility for the employees, affordability, and premium content. We are an experienced management team combining expertise in psychology, strategy, and finance, working with a team of carefully selected experts in the different areas. Kicking off the business in 2017, we founded the company in 2019, started marketing and sales activities, have now achieved a 5-digit revenue and are targeting a 7-digit revenue by scaling. We are looking for an investor so that we can use the funds for accelerating sales and marketing and revenue and increasing the team and scaling to English and other countries. Join us in shaping the new generation of employees. Just imagine a company where people are effectively and efficiently working together and having and developing the ideas to address the challenges of today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions, please? I'll see a question from Alexander.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for your presentation. Can you explain me more about your product? Do I understand correctly that it is some kind of marketplace where you can find a specialist for conflicts?
No.
No.
Not a marketplace. We are not a chatbot. We are not a marketplace. We have developed digital tools. For example, for solving conflicts, it's a conflict facilitator. So the manager buys the usages. I, as an employee who is experiencing conflict, takes the link, enters the digital, and is guided through step by step by a structure, getting exclusive content, special proven techniques, and audios. In the conflict facilitator, for example, also a stress typology is offered to the people, which helps them understand how they communicate with somebody who's totally different in his stress behavior, which we have researched in the last 10 years.
Okay, and thank you. And who are your clients today? You said you have revenues already.
At the moment, we've got Austrian clients because we were focusing on Austria. We've got mid-sized companies and big companies, independent of the industry. So it's companies who are experiencing that, for example, personal face-to-face coaching is much too expensive, and they want something, and that's our USP. They want something for every employee in need, not only the high potentials, not only the executives. And that's possible because it's a significant time and cost saving, resource saving for the companies, because the user, it only takes him 1 to 2 hours to get from a conflict to individual solutions, and the cost for usage is only €99.
And do you have information about in how many cases it's really helping?
We are tracking the ratings. The ratings are very positive. So if we look at our references, they're very positive. And if we talk to especially the HR managers who have bought, for example, contingents of links for conflict facilitator, we are tracking how many and how quickly employees are needing and asking for help.
Okay, thank you very much. Just a joke. You need to sell it to the politician.
Yes, exactly. That's on my vision. And schools is the second aim.
Okay, thank you.
But the question of willingness.
Okay, we have more hands. We have more hands coming. And Dr. Jamal, please.
Yes, hi. Thank you very much for your presentation. It's really a very interesting subject. My question here, how you are going to deal with the different cultural values between nations if you want to move forward to other parts of the world. This is number one. Number two, when we talk about developing collaboration, we are talking about coaching, mentoring, and face-to-face assistance. I can see this as some sort of an educational tool more. My third question, what about the industrial niche? By the way, developing collaboration between employees in an oil and gas site is totally different from developing collaboration with between employees in a bank, for example. So that the nature of the business also makes a difference here. Thank you.
Concerning your first question concerning culture, We are now focusing on the German-speaking market because our 4 digitals on the market are available in German only. That is just a question of funding. We are working with content-sparing partners at the moment in the area of psychotherapy, systemic work, also looking into the virtual technology world. And so if we go outside of Western Europe, where cultural impact hits, then it's a question of adapting the techniques to the cultural needs, step by step. But if you look, for example, at audios, we've got meditations in the audios, and Headspace, for example, is a worldwide company which hasn't got cultural differences in the different audios, just as an example. Second question, concerning industrial niche of collaboration. The idea behind it and my deep understanding of customers and coaching is that if you want to kick off change concerning communication and behavioral skills, it's always with the individual. So this is about that the individual person starts self-reflecting, starts getting the tools, and that's independent of the industry. So it doesn't really matter if it's a public company, for example, like we have infrastructure or oil business, yeah? And the third one was the question face-to-face, the acceptance. Corona has helped us significantly here because, first of all, the stress level has significantly raised worldwide. So the need is bigger. Resources, though, are lower. So the companies haven't got the resources anymore to send everyone to face-to-face coaching. And that's where we're the game changer of the market.
Thank you very much, Gabriel. I'm very sorry time is up, and I'm very sorry.
Thank you a lot for your attention.
Online. So, Mary, please introduce the next startup we are having today.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. We are moving now to our third participant, SQIN startup, founder Maria Lisa Bruckert from Germany. Please welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. I hope this time everything works and you can hear me now. So I'm still very happy to be here and to introduce you now to SQIN, the next generation AI beauty and health tech company. So I think everybody knows about skin, but is that really true? Because our skin is not just the biggest human organ, it's also the largest barrier and protector for our inner health. But a lot of people feeling uncomfortable when they are looking into the mirror. Most mental health sicknesses are related to skin diseases, but over 70% of them are not treated right because they are not yet detected or they are detected too late. And this is because every skin is so unique. Every 28 days, your skin changes. So how can you know everything about that? And here comes SQIN. We created the personalized skin companion to help you to get healthier skin. This is already proven in our MVP with more than 120,000 users. We have proudly won the Google Play Award category Personal Growth in the last year. We already reached great metrics by the help of our great partners from the best and biggest accelerator programs worldwide. So of course, if it comes to skin, there are so much different topics. So we decided the most important thing is to stay easy and to make it user-centric. Therefore, in our onboarding, we create a unique database. So with analyzing your skin and your interests, we can create with a machine learning process a personalized skincare program for you. And of course, you want to stay on board. You want to know what is your success. So we make it measurable. You will get your health tracking program with your personal success. Of course, we tried to use what others already found out. So we use the best user or app possibilities to create a good and retentionable community. Of course, not every disease can be taken just with a good skin tracking program. So therefore, we integrated beauty with health. And this is really unique. So our users can directly interact with dermatologists worldwide and get their treatment in their pocket. This is a subscription model, so our main revenue stream is really scalable. We are already all over the world, so in German and English. And of course, we know there is a good upscale with an affiliate sales system, but we are really focusing on the subscription right now. This is the team behind SQIN, coming from 3 different countries, really different people. My 2 co-founders are serial entrepreneurs. I'm first-time founder. I think we are a very interesting match here. We are currently extending our pre-seed round. So if you are interested in that kind of topic, feel free to just reach out to me. Thank you so much. Also for the second attempt here.
Thank you so much, Marina. And I see the hand from Alexander already.
Yes, really interesting, Maria. And I saw that you have attraction already.
Yes.
Can you show this slide again? You have downloads, probably. Yep. Hold on.
This one.
Maybe yes. And so, do you have any revenues today?
Yes, we already made around 100,000 euros revenue with our MVP. So coming mostly from product-wise, but also from subscription. But after our MVP, we found out we should focus definitely more on subscription to make this product more scalable. So just started with that beginning of this year and already also having revenue from that now. Speaking about 3.5% of conversion rate now from the onboarding into the subscription.
And how fast do you grow in terms of users?
Yeah, it's depending on funding, to be honest, because marketing budget is limited currently. So I would say we are growing, very slow, but unfortunately, or therefore, we are now in the funding process again.
Okay, thank you.
But as you can see here, like organic growth is what makes us strong. So 25%, I think it's a very great number we already achieved.
Is it month to month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I see Dr. Jamal wants to ask the question. And,
Yes, hi, thank you very much. In fact, I downloaded your application on my mobile. I just noticed that most of the pictures are for female. Is this application dedicated for female or is it open for male and female? This is number 1. Number 2, how can I protect children from misunderstanding issues in regard to their skins? When we talk about children or under the age, it's little bit a sensitive issue for parents. My last question, although I like what you are presenting, and I hope and I see that you will succeed, but what plan you have to be always one step ahead of competitors? I can see that it's easy to get into this area. Thank you.
Okay, I try to answer all of these questions. So we are female-centric, but we are not female only. So first step in the onboarding, you will see that you can choose you are male, and we have around 15% of male people already. But for starting, we just said we want to focus. So we focused more on women. That's the first question. Second question, of course, we have an age limit to the application, but I know, of course, it is always an issue to not give the wrong picture to children. But this application has the sense that we want to protect everybody to or against mental health things by helping them. So here is really about helping yourself and going forward, getting your skin healthier. So you can choose at the very beginning which kind of goal you want to achieve, like getting purer skin, fighting a really problem, and then we will help you like in a personalized way. And then if it comes to competition, to be honest, there is not that much competition. Of course, we have B2B solutions, like from technology perspective, so the machine learning algorithm, but we don't have any kind of community application that combines beauty and health today. And this is what makes us today strong. But you are, of course, right. We need to like stay focused in the market, and we are now entering the Asian market with the behalf of the German accelerator again to see and to check how is an Asian culture going, all these things. So of course, it will be an interesting journey here, and we have to keep this in mind. But just for today, I feel that we really have a USP here.
Thank you very much, Maria. We have 2 questions from 2 juries, and please be very short with the questions and answers to manage all both questions. So, Oscar, please, the question.
Yeah, thank you, Maria, for the presentation. I think it was very clear, but for me, there's a couple of questions I would like to ask. The first one would be around the science behind your I mean, you're recommending some skin treatments and you're analyzing people's skin. Can you elaborate a bit more on the science behind what you've done?
Yeah, so of course it's a machine learning process. It's obviously, right, so we use image recognition to train and to solve these things, but the real USP here is the combination between the data from the pictures and the interests and how to say the things that are important to the user. So our user profile is much bigger than just a picture or just a disease. And this is really what is different today. And to be really honest, we are working with Google for I think 3 to 6 months now, very close together, because they already made a global study around all the data that are needed to train such an algorithm, and we are kind of project partner here. So this is why we could grow this thing so fast.
Thanks, Maria. And the last question from Patrick. Yeah, please. Patrick?
Oh, I wanted to give Oscar the chance because I just have a recommendation. You talk about marketing spend. I think in your case, I would rather look into referrals, virality, these kinds of ways to accelerate organic growth. But I'm quite impressed by what you're saying, that you have Google as a partner here. So looks nice, but maybe another question then.
But you are totally right, and therefore I just showed the number 25% organic growth because of the lack of marketing budgets. This is what we tried before, but of course, if we want to grow faster or even become a global player, then we of course also need marketing budget.
Yeah, and I think you track the right metrics, so it's good what I see on your slide, and don't underestimate the what you can achieve by having this kind of referral growth.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria. And I hope that after Unicorn Battles in Western Europe, they'll get in contact with some of our tourists and they will get more marketing budgets for the next quarters. And another startup for today, please, Mary, can you announce the next one?
We are moving ahead with startup SitYea from Lithuania, also Džiugas Gudiskis.
Hello.
Hi.
Share my screen right now. Can you see my screen?
Just need the full screen. Could you put the full screen?
It's okay?
Oh, yeah, now it's fine.
Super. So we are SitYea and we help people to work healthier. Average American sits from 6 to 8 hours a day, and this sedentary lifestyle causes more than 14 diseases, and all the sedentary problems costs Americans more than $130 billion a year. And this is even an old data, because right now these numbers are booming because of the COVID crisis and sedentary lifestyle. But how people are fighting this? Standing tables, balance balls, massages. But the problem is that people are rarely using them. That's why we came up with an idea, posture tracking tool. SitYea is a posture tracking software which works with the Intel RealSense camera placed on the table. It scans your skeleton in a 3D shape, and it can remind you to correct your posture, to take a break, and you can adjust how and when you want to be notified. Our solution is contactless and works in real time. It's adaptable for both office and home environment. We have more than 100 million potential users only in the US, and our solution costs less than $15 a month, hardware plus software. What we have done, our company is more than 5 years of work of PhD and his students. So we have invested more than 50K to our product. We have released 2 scientific publications and 2 are on the way. So hard science is under our product. So we own the IP rights of our solution, and we have released the MVP version already. So we have 6 companies already gave their feedback, and 2 sales are on the way, and we do have fully functioning MVP already. So our team, I have 8 years of experience in IT and business. Our PhD has 15 years of experience, and we have an advisor as well. We're actively searching for a B2B sales co-founder and marketing co-founder. We have a decent product with a decent technology, and all we need is a pre-seed investment in order to reach our goals and define our market fit, ICP, and sales flow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Džiugas. And questions, please. I see Alexandra. Alexandra, please.
So a really big problem, as I understand, for the world today. And so, as I understand, not every camera can help in this, in solving this task. So you need just to use special kind of camera. Is it correct?
Yes, to reach highest and really decent effectiveness and precise measurements, we need an external camera. But right now we're working with the SitYea Lite version, which will work with the integrated laptop camera without any external devices.
Okay, but is it a really special camera, or is it just?
No, it's a 3D camera. It has two cameras. It's a stereo camera, and it has infrared camera as well. So that's why we're able to precisely measure whether you're hunching, you're laying down, you're very laying down, or you're sitting straight, or you're not sitting on the computer at all.
Okay, and so the result of this program is that it will say to me if I'm sitting okay or not, yeah, and just say me sit straight. Is it?
Yeah, basically yes, but together with this functionality, we're delivering dedicated and personalized, not a treatment, but exercises. For example, if you're hunching too much, we're recommending you personalized exercises.
Okay, so some recommendation as a result.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more questions, please? Moment, waiting. Okay, then Džiugas, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
More questions in the chat or later. Please leave your contacts in the chat. And you're very welcome to announce the next participant for today.
Thank you, Džiugas. We are moving to Mentessa startup, represents Dr. Tina Ruseva from Germany.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Not yet. Hello.
Now?
No.
Okay, and I will just share the entire desktop, no problem.
Okay.
Is this better?
Yes,
yeah, I see your desktop.
So do you see the open presentation, or do you also see?
No, I just see the desktop.
Desktop, yes.
Sorry about this.
Moment.
It worked a moment ago. So let me share again now.
Okay, I see the presentation. Can you make it a little bit like a full screen?
Ah, okay. So like this?
No. It became smaller. Okay, can you get it back?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you see.
I don't know, but it worked perfectly before. I don't know.
Let me try something else.
Hello, Tina. We see you.
Hi, I'm really sorry about having trouble. Maybe like this. Can you give me a feedback what you see?
Yeah, it's the same. It's like half of the screen we see the slide. So I don't know. Let's leave it as it is.
Referentenansicht.
Oh,
now it's fine. Now it's perfect.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Then I'll use the other camera. So I hope you can see me.
Hier sind die Top-Suchergebnisse.
Oops, and hear me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So speaking.
Not yet seeing you, but.
Oh, you're not seeing? Oh,
okay, let's have the presentation, then you will switch and we will see you, okay?
Okay, great. So speaking about the future, work is stuck in the past. We run companies like armies with hierarchies and silos. We collaborate in centralized processes, trying to predict the unpredictable. And we put people in boxes with no space for diversity. And I just can't help but thinking of all the creativity, innovation, and growth that could be if we would only transform work, if we would connect instead of dividing, if we would learn instead of managing, if we would embrace the collective intelligence of the most intelligent species on Earth, us, if we would transform a workforce into a community. Community is not social media where you're targeted with content. It's not where you don't have any followers. It's not the chat channel that is bombarding you with information. Those are all not community, just the reasons for the newest pandemic in the digital workforce called disengagement. Disengagement comes from overload, lack of purpose, and feeling mood. It costs $350 billion a year, not to mention the detrimental effect on well-being, inclusion, and society, because we are human and we need to belong. But there is a better way. A community is a place where people know and care for each other. It requires visibility, purpose, sharing experience, and some superpowers. Mentessa is a skills and know-how exchange community platform. We help employees build connection, learn from each other, and collaborate. If Tinder was invented by introverts who didn't dare to approach others, we are the Tinder for skills because this is the psychological barrier that hinders people at work to collaborate. But we don't stop with the right match. We guide the entire process like a new work mentor and are the only community platform with a no content, no followers policy to foster psychological safety. To our paying customers belong some of the biggest companies in Europe, but also growing startups and some learning communities. We generated a 6-digit revenue in year 1 and are about to scale to a freemium SaaS solution. The transformation of work is something we're really passionate about. It's one of the biggest challenges for business and society, and empowering agile organization a top priority for budget spending, a $31 billion market, an amazing investment opportunity, and a huge opportunity for inclusion in a global workplace. Me and my partner are both experts in the business of software, second-time founders. We've earned excellent media coverage and are part of the prestigious NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center because we know community makes the difference. And with Mentessa, we want to turn it into a day-to-day resource of knowledge and collaboration at work because nobody knows everything, but everybody knows something. Community is why the future works.
Thank you very much, Tina. And could you please change the camera so that we can see you?
Okay, I'm trying.
Okay, and I see the question of Alexander in the meantime. Okay, we see you.
Hello, hello. Can you tell me, please, about your monthly growth in terms of customers and revenues today?
Well, we haven't launched our software as a service solution yet, so we cannot show such a steady growth. But we are on the market now for 13 months exactly, and we've been able to win a customer every month. A customer is a company that takes Mentessa and installs it in a department, in a special community, or for the entire workforce. And they typically have a few hundred users each.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you that disengagement is a really big problem today. And can you maybe tell more about the product so we could understand it better?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
How does it work? Yeah.
I'd love to. So the first thing that we do is we pull everybody's profiles into a talent inventory. People can describe themselves not only with their job description and place of work, but also with their private interests, with their goals for development. And with that already, we have like a pool for agile talent development. This is something companies do not have yet. They only have the details about their employees in PDFs, in the CVs from the time they applied, and or on some enterprise social network where 90% of the people do not contribute because of the reasons I named. The second thing that we do is we provide really, I hope it can you can see it from the pictures, but really UX-driven design. So Mentessa feels very nice. It rewards users when they engage with others, for example, as a mentor or meet a lot of people. They get badges. They can earn a coffee from the company canteen. And we provide them with super simple functionality, for example, to book meetings where they can really search, filter, and book an appointment with an expert or a person who they want to meet. The difference to random matching is that they know why they want to meet this person. They take deliberately the time, and the entire functionality is super, super easy. And it saves a lot of time to all parties because we all actually want to help, but sending 20 emails and finding a slot and not being sure what it is all about is just the reason why we don't. And the third thing we provide is structured guidance in the process, because people do not only need to meet in order to learn from each other, they often need some guidance. So we offer them a briefing, we offer them suggestions, and here our AI algorithm comes into play. It learns from the interactions and meetings of the employees on the platform and starts to learn from the ones that really work well and suggest templates for the first mentoring meeting or for the second onboarding training, or for the planning the time after the first 6 months, and starts to suggest templates to the employees so that they really can do the most out of the time spent together learning.
Thank you very much, Tina. And just a very quick question from Patrick, the last one.
So you said you don't have recurring revenues yet. So what is the strategy?
We have recurring revenues. We have, so almost half of our revenue is recurring. We actually now only have recurring revenues. The first few customers, Telecom and Linde, they required some adjustments. This was very early when we launched the product in the summer of 2020. But ever since, we only have recurring revenue.
How much in revenues do you have last 12 months?
So we have now about 150,000 euro.
Okay. And if there was one key metric that I would ask you, which one would you follow in your business?
The engagement, the number of matches on the platform, the number of net present value. So how many people recommend Mentessa? Our goal is to be the market leader for learning platforms for agile organizations, and this is why we really focus on making our users happy.
So you see repeat usage?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much, Tina. And we still have 3 startups left. Mary, please announce the next one.
The next one is goscore startup from Norway, and author Maxim Hardzinak. Please welcome. Maxim.
Yes, that's me. I guess I can't start sharing my screen before the previous presenter will stop it.
Oh no, sorry.
No worries, no worries. All right, I guess you can see the screen now. So yeah, give me a small second. So let me know if you can't see that.
Yes, it's fine.
There we go. All right. Hello everyone again. My name is Max, and I guess that you didn't know that 7 out of 10 people are getting rejected here in Norway when they're trying to get a simple financial services, while the default rate for the unsecured lending grows really fast over the past few years. And that's happening because credit scoring is already broken and only accept the people fitting within these wide simplified profile boundaries, leaving a lot of worthy applicants outside. But we all deserve a more sophisticated solution, which recognize us as individuals. And there is goscore. We help lenders and other companies to identify creditworthy customers, increase conversion rates, and reduce the default rate significantly. We built a comprehensive financial profile, which not only calculates your ability to pay, but recognize your sustainable financial behavior. And even more relevant insights are delivered in a single report. Current reports and current credit scoring algorithms are mainly calculated based on the 2 years old tax reports, while goscore utilizes bank transactions to show the comprehensive insights. And this would be even more advanced in the near future using the unstructured data and alternative data sources. This has only became possible since 2019, when a new regulation obliged all banks here in Europe to open APIs to third parties like goscore. We started from improving the customer onboarding process and made it simple as a single click sign in with Google-ish way to get all necessary information and make a better decision. And then we went to the debt collectors to optimize their internal routines, help users to repay their debt, and secure a stable cash flow for their customers. We always focus on bringing real results to our customers, and our customers benefit up to 19% more approved applications, as well as reduce the default rate by really, really big number, 49%. And that's happened because we have a nice team in place. We are 7 in total now, with everyone has more than 10 years experience in track records in finance, risk assessment, software development, machine learning, management, and sales. The market opportunity is big. The credit scoring market estimated over $17 billion alone, and over 6,000 banks in Europe. And our product is really, really ready for the upsell. So we sell the smallest and the simplest onboarding, and then we upsell financial profiling, loan decision-making engines, and credit scoring solutions to our customers. It's important for us to not only make money, but make financial services more accessible and help everyone to get a fair assessment. Thus, we contribute to the SDG goal to help over 20% more, sorry, not more, 20% of the EU population, which are defined as financial valuable consumers. In order to achieve our ambitious goals, we fundraise later this year to facilitate the product development, strengthen the team with new professionals, and launch in Nordics and the Europe later on. Please go on goscore.me and contact me at max@goscore.me to learn more.
Thank you very much, Max. Any questions? Alexander is number 1.
Can you tell me about the size of your revenue for today, approximately?
Yeah, thank you, Alexander, for the good question. So working with the banks is like, kind of like a pretty profitable side, but it's like a long-term deal. So we are now we have a few customers already, but they only just have like a pilot tests. So that's what is going. And if everything goes as planned, so by the end of the year, we should reach around 100,000 euros in recurrent revenue.
And second question, probably about, there are a lot of companies which are trying to score the people. As an example, in Israel, we had a startup which was making score on the base on your face. How do you look? So AI, which just look at your face and saying us if it's okay to give you money. So what is your differentiation? Because there are a lot of different startups in this field.
Absolutely, Alexander, that's an important one. So we don't think that using the face is a good way, but we know for sure that using the bank transaction, so basically like what you spend the money on, that makes real sense to use in order to understand what's your behavior, what's your habits, how good you are in the repaying loans, and how good you're in the understanding where your finance goes. So that's basically what we use today to differentiate from others.
And the others don't use this technique.
Not at the moment, at least. So we are kind of the first one in place, and the faster we grow, the more market we'll get, because the market is new. As I mentioned, like the regulation came into force in 2019 only, so it just like.
So you are analyzing transactions, correct?
Exactly.
And nobody else is analyzing today, or or what?
No, they obviously do that. Don't understand me wrong. So they use that, but the way they do it, it's more for the what's called like a personal finance managers, like where you see where your transaction goes, and that's like end of it. You know, like we go even further on, and we just match it all together with the good or bad financial behavior. For example, do you have any payment arrears or late payments or loan default? And that's like we are kind of the first one, or we definitely the first one in Nordics. That's what I know for sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you very much. Okay, actually, time is up. And Max, thank you so much. And our next startup is the winner of the Unicorn pitches in DACH region. So it's a great surprise. Mary, please announce this amazing lady.
Thank you very much. We just
please welcome SteadySense startup.
Thank you. And full screen.
I see your screen. That's fine.
Screen right in the middle. Okay, firstly, thank you very much for the opportunity to introduce everyone to our company and our product. My name is Orla and I am CMO at SteadySense, a biomedical engineering company in Graz. I'm going to begin my pitch today with a very personal question for all the women who are present. How many of you know exactly when you ovulate? Don't worry, I'm not expecting an answer. And it's probably not day 14 like we learn in school, but it might be different. The reason I ask is because studies have shown that an awful lot of women aren't actually aware of this very basic information about their own bodies. And if you ever want to get pregnant or even prevent pregnancy, this information can be vital. The first brand that we brought on the market is FemSense, an ovulation detection system, which can not only predict, but can measure and confirm ovulation based on the temperature method. But let's go back to the beginning. This is our product, our patch. It looks like a plaster, but in actual fact, the magic is what happens inside. Inside our patch is a very precise temperature sensor. And this temperature sensor allows us not only very precise measurement, but continuous temperature measurement and temperature curves. The patch is worn under the arm, and from the time it is activated using an NFC device, the patch measures day and night continuously. The temperature measurements are saved on patch and then can be read out using the NFC device. As I said, our first product that we brought on the market is FemSense, an ovulation detection system based on the temperature method. The temperature method has been around for generations. Generations of women have trusted it, and the science behind it is definitely solid. But using this system up until now has been very complicated. It's time consuming and difficult to use. FemSense has taken all the hard work out of it by doing all the measuring, all the charting, and all the analyzing, and letting you know when you ovulate. The next product that we're going to bring in the market, for which we've just received our medical certification, is SteadyTemp, a smart thermometer. So SteadyTemp is different to other thermometers in that not only is it very precise, but again, we have this continuous temperature measurement and temperature curves, which means we have information, not just how you feel right now, but for example, how was your temperature during the night when you were asleep? Did you have a fever then? Or did you take a Mexalen and it's just gone now? SteadyTemp can be used, for example, as an early detection of infection. It can be used as a diagnostic tool, or it can be used, for example, as we saw in Corona, to protect the workforce by checking people's temperature before they start work. Looking to the future, temperature curves could be very important as a diagnostic tool. I don't know if you knew, but each individual infection has its own individual curve. And if you can identify an infection based on this curve, you can already start to cure a disease. Our journey so far has been very interesting. We have a huge amount of data, which by the way, we don't share with Facebook or anybody else, but for our interest, it's extremely interesting on women's cycles. And we would be delighted if some of you would continue on this very interesting journey with us to realize the potential of continuous measurement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And a question from Alexander, straight ahead.
Thank you for great presentation and great idea, really. Can you tell me at what stage are you today? Do you produce? Do you sell already?
We do. So FemSense, our first product, has been on the market for 2 years. We are reasonably well established on the German-speaking market, on the DACH realm, and that's going well. As I said, the second product, SteadyTemp, we've just got our medical certification for that now, and we're at the very beginning of our journey with SteadyTemp.
Okay, so what is the size of your revenues today?
Our revenue up until now is based only on FemSense. And up until the second lockdown, we were on approximately 30 to 40,000 per month.
30, 40,000 per month, yep. Is it correct? And the last question from me, probably. You know, Chinese manufacturers very often copy the products. And so is it easy to copy your product and bring to the market for them? I mean,
well, we have the patent on the chip. So the chip is produced by Infineon, and they're also based here in Austria. And we have the patent, international patent on our chip. It's our property.
Can they do this, the same product with using the other chip?
We haven't heard anything of that yet.
Okay.
Certainly not, no.
Thank you very much.
We have one question from Peter and another question from Iran. So ladies first, Iran, please.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Irene.
Hi, Ola. Great presentation, very proud. I would like to know, maybe it's not clear to everyone, who is in fact your target group? To whom do you sell your products, and how do you sell your product? Is it direct sales? Is it via intermediaries or whatsoever?
When we first launched FemSense in the market, it came as a product for women who were planning a pregnancy, a Kinderwunsch product. We have just relaunched very recently, and now we are targeting basically all women within childbearing age. So anybody who would choose to use fertility awareness as a way of birth control. We would provide the temperature method side of fertility awareness for all those women. So basically anybody of childbearing age. As far as our SteadyTemp product is concerned, as I said, we're right at the very beginning of our journey in that, and that is huge. That is, it's out there. Whether we become part of a NFC device used in hospitals, in hospital care, whether we become available in all hospitals all over Europe as a thermometer for pre or post-operative cancer, whether you go into a pharmacy in the future, and instead of getting an analog or a digital thermometer, and you say, you know what, give me a packet of 10 SteadyTemp patches, I think my child might be coming down with the flu. So we're right at that stage right now, and we're thinking big.
Okay, so it means in the future you're also aiming to have it everywhere available, and so that even private households can order it or go to the pharmacy and get it. Okay.
As I said, you know, we're right at the very beginning of our journey right now, and one of the reasons that events like this are so interesting for us, it's not just about the investment, which of course we absolutely need for our marketing and for FemSense. Yes. But also it's equally as important that we get to know other investors and people out there from similar branches. Somebody could be watching today and could say, do you know what? I know another company in the health industry, and they have a product that would work really, really well with your SteadyTemp. Or I know somebody who's looking at something that way, and that's exactly what they're looking for. So an event like this is great for us to, not just for the investment, but also for the networking and getting to know who's out there and presenting ourselves.
Okay, thank you.
This last very short question from Peter. The last one.
Yeah, I'm not going to take too much time. So if you can, share your presentation with me and go maybe a little bit more technical. I'm very deeply into all types of wearables. Also sitting on the Council of Electronics for Wearables to set up the standard. So what is the lifetime of the patch, the single patch?
The patch Yeah, the patch is worn for up to 10 days. You can shower, you can swim, no problem. The reason, Peter, that it wouldn't stay on, it's not the technical difficulties, it's hygienic. It basically, it's a plaster, and after 10 days, it needs to be removed.
Correct, but it needs to be powered, right?
It needs to be which?
Powered?
Yes, there's a battery, a small battery.
So it's basically you trash it. So, you know, there's environmental impact to it as well,
We do have a recycling system in place for our
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Running out of time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome to continue in a private conversation. So, and the last startup for today, Mary, please.
The conclusive startup for today's event is WittyWorks from Switzerland, and Nadia Fischer will present it to us. Welcome.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you see my slides as well?
Yes, just not in the full screen now.
All right. Okay. So hi, everybody. My name is Nadia Fischer. I'm CEO and co-founder of WittyWorks, and we unlock performance in teams with inclusive language. Diversity is one of the 12 megatrends that will have a global impact over the next 50 years. And that is why 86% of the companies actually see investing into D&I as a business imperative. But in average, a mid-sized company spends about 280,000 euros a year for diversity training or unconscious bias training, and actually with no effect. And here's something more concerning. Behavioral economics has found out that language that businesses today use still carries stereotypes from the 18th century, and that keeps them trapped in the past. That is where we come in. We have developed a B2B SaaS that detects unconscious stereotypes in communication thanks to a de-biased language AI, and enables then companies to consistently apply inclusive language as well as disseminate corporate language rules. Our minimum sellable product has proven the business case. We have gained more than 600 free trial users over the last 18 months, and we have big companies that have contracted with us, 33 different companies. We have reached an MRR of almost 12,000 euros in May. Well, coming in with more than just English enables us to win over customers also in Europe. And we create a lock-in by offering these corporate language rules. Also, unlike our competitors who, they only cover one language logic like grammar or HR, we actually cover more than just one language logic. All over the world, there is an increasing community that really cares about inclusion, and they want to do their workplaces to do the same. And we use this energy for our go-to-market strategy of product-led growth, and we combine it with a business-to-business subscription model that can scale within the companies. We will triple our ARR this year, and by end of 2022, we'll arrive at an ARR of 1.3 million, mostly due to the expansion in Germany. And that we use as a springboard in order to go global, for which we raise a Series A by mid-2023. Lucas and I, we have built software companies before and have now hired a great and highly qualified team that support our mission. And we have great advisors as well as experienced investors who help us with the international scaling. Now, we are raising our Seed A, and we have already 90% committed for that, of which we are very proud. But now we are looking for that last investors who come in with the expertise of B2B SaaS scaling or product-led growth. And if you are that investor, I'm very happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions, please? Alexander, raise your hand.
Who's leading this round, or who's committed the largest amount of money in this round?
Yeah, so this round is an angel round. We only have one early stage VC from Berlin with us. Otherwise, it's angels from US, from France, from Germany, from Switzerland.
Okay, and can you explain more and tell more about the product? I did not quite catch you.
Yeah, it actually works like it's a browser extension that whenever you are writing, be wherever you are you on a Google Doc or on a Microsoft Word or whatever, while you are writing, it directly detects any stereotypes that you have in your writing. And it detects that and it explains you what the problem is of that particular word or that word combination that you are using, and then would give you alternatives how to write it differently in order to be more inclusive.
Okay, but what is the difference? Grammarly is a good product and it's in the market for a long time already. So what is different about you?
Well, Grammarly only looks at grammar and orthography, right? But the problem is really that in our language, we still have these stereotypes from the 18th century. So for example, if you are talking about, well, let's create the black list and the white list, that actually has a discriminating factor in the back because we kind of assume, oh, black must be bad and white must be good. And that can be have a discriminating feeling. Or as well, for example, if you write in a job ad, for example, you write, you are a very ambitious person and performance is really important in our company. That means that as behavioral economics has shown that female talents will rather not apply to that job because these words, they're not socialized with these words. They do not match their socialization and then are deterred from applying.
Okay, and you have working product and you have revenues, some revenues.
Yeah, exactly. So the current, that's what I was saying, the current product we have is the minimum salary product which looks at inclusive language in job ads currently. But we are just now developing that browser extension that will allow to write inclusively on any sort of text.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? Nadia? Okay, and actually, in fact, time is up. That was the last startup for today. And I would like to remind the juries that you still have the opportunity to change the votes, to go through them just in case. And before announcing the results, I would like to pass the word to Anna.
Yeah, thanks, Marina. Thank you, startups. You did great. Now, after this battle, no one can say that women are not making this world turn. I had seen so many exciting innovations that I am proud I'm a woman too. Great to go, girls. Whoa. And we will be sure to do, we'll do the season with women founders all over the world, right, Alexander? Will we?
Yes, absolutely. And
cool. Looking forward to that. And dear judges, you have 1 minute and 20 seconds to finish voting. You can change votes, you can upgrade votes, you can downgrade votes, whatever. You are the kings of the universe. And be sure to be fair. Be sure not to be biased because our startups depend on you, on your fair voting. But besides voting to startups, please pay attention to our poll. Can I have a poll published? We are doing those little surveys, asking our VCs, our judges, our startups all over the world, but this is for VCs, so startups can ignore it. We would like to know how you adopted to the new norm. What changes have you made in your investment strategy, in your funds investment strategy that will help a lot for us to understand what's going on all over the world. We will publish our own book someday with the life hacks, how to approach all the VCs all over the world. Okay, the votes will be closed in 20 seconds. We have a little thing to chat. We will have a little networking session afterwards, and I will ask in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bounce. The votes are closed. Please close the votes. Okay. Yep, we have done it. Let's talk to our official judges. I would like to know their opinion in the first place. We are starting with Alexander. Alexander, did you see any amazing innovations today?
It seems to me.
Wonderful. Okay, who were your favorites? Please tell us and why.
You know, today we have a lot of early stage startups. So as you know, and it's not so easy to predict the future of early stage startups because it's a really hard task. Still, so I just decided to look at the problems that drive the market, and such startup as Dryad is really have tried to solve the great problem, and SitYea and WittyWorks also. But today I put the highest mark to two startups like SQIN and SteadySense because they already have some traction and they're in the market, and they are also solving really big problems, large problems. Yeah,
important problems.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
Irene is happy that they're her girls. Okay, but this is not the final. Let's find out what does Patrick think. Well, they're German startups, and Patrick is from Germany. Are you biased, Patrick?
No, I try to be unbiased. No, of course not. Yeah, early stage companies, you are right, Alexander. So it's a lot about market opportunity and team. And I'm also, I've been convinced by SQIN. I like this product a lot, and I found the founder quite convincing. I like that she tracks the right metrics, has initial traction. So I found that pitch absolutely convincing.
Okay, did they get the highest marks from you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's very interesting to know who the winner will be. Okay, Gulame, you are the official judge from Netherlands. We would like to know the Dutch view to the pitches today. Can you please put on your camera so we can talk to you? Gulame. Yes, I can see you, I can hear you. Yes, who were your favorites today?
I actually like Mentessa. They had a very interesting concept, and especially when it comes to startups and knowing, you can say that everybody knows something, but not everybody knows everything. I like that concept. So they definitely earned high marks from my end.
Oh, okay. Now I am really interested in knowing who the winner is. Marina, do we know already the final scores? Are we ready to announce?
Thank you. One moment. I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Just wait and. Okay, moment.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
So the winner, the first place is Dryad. Congratulations.
Second spoiler.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
And the second place winner for today is SQIN. Congratulations to Maria.
Oh, healthy skin to everyone.
Yeah. And the first place winner, guess who?
Yes.
Okay.
SteadySense. Wonderful. Congratulations, SteadySense. Get ready for the Unicorn Cup finals.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Yes, you will be pitching among other winners of Unicorn Battles. You will be facing winners from Asia, from United States, from Latin America, from Africa, all the continents. So get ready. 2 weeks to go. Wonderful, wonderful. This is really good, and that was our pitch part. Let's go to our networking part. Can I have poll results published? We will see what has changed for our VCs recently. Can I have poll results published, please? Okay, we started investing more globally. How I'm glad to hear that. Digital deal making is now priority, and we look at different verticals. Guess what, guys? startups. It means that you are able to get more money from all our wonderful VCs all over the world because they are investing more and more. And the statistics show that Europe right now is doing much better in venture investing than North America, than Asia. Every startup right now wants to be a European startup because only for the first quarter of 2021, almost $20 billion were raised by the startups, and lots of money are coming from US, lots of money coming from Asia, and that is really different from what we witnessed a couple of years ago and even a year ago. So this digital deal making is really on the road, and I would like to ask Patrick, do you see changes right now? Like from your perspective, do you go into collaboration more with the international funds? Do you invest more globally, not only into European startups? What's changed specifically for you?
So we discussed this a lot internally, but we believe that focus is really important. We have a vertical focus, and we have a geographic focus on Western Europe, and we continue focusing on Western Europe because we really want to be close to the founders. So we don't want to fly more than 4 hours to be on-premise, really to solve problems there. Also, our network is the strongest in Europe. So I think our decision was that we continue with our focus, and digital deal making helps. I think especially in the early phases of meeting founders, getting first initial DD done, that helps. But then again, I believe at least we want to be thorough before we invest. And as I said before, we are later stage investors, so we have a lot of data to look into. I think we will still continue doing a kind of traditional due diligence process, but certainly remote work has changed a lot and is predominantly done now.
Okay, glad to hear that. And also, Gulami, wanted to ask you that, do you sense any competition? Because PitchBook is stating that right now with more and more money pouring into Europe and large investments arriving to find a good deal, it's really hard. It is turning to the investment market from startup market, because founders have much more opportunity to be funded. Do you sense that?
So this question still goes to me or no? Okay.
No, it was Gulami. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, I actually noticed that startups themselves, they've become a bit more resourceful in going after investors that have a global perspective. As for investors themselves, now I think that you could say the economy and whatnot is starting to stabilize a little bit. So especially here in Europe, VC funds are starting to kind of deploy their capital a bit more than when the pandemic was raging on. So I think those are the key takeaways that I've noticed here in Europe.
Okay, I wish all the good luck to Europe, because year 2020 was strong for Europe, but 2021 looks way much stronger. Looking forward to that. And Irene, I wanted to ask you, you are very active, our partner. You are doing one of the best unicorn pitches that our partners do, but you were the first one who did this specifically unicorn pitch for women founders. And the record shows that the diversity keeps growing. Do you sense that we are in a new path towards that? Is it easier right now for women founders to create startups? Maybe it is, I don't know, new fashion right now to invest into startups where women are founders. What do you sense?
I guess I think it shouldn't be just the trend of fashion. It's an urgency right now, because we realize that studies have shown that startups funded by women have a higher return on investment. That's for sure. But the issue that we have is most of the time when we think about startups and funding companies, we think about technology, right? And so there are just a few investors reluctant investing in startups that are not technically based. So what we need to do here is to empower women to study more technical subjects as well, and also to have the courage, in fact, to fund their own business, you know, because they are not used to it, to start their own business, and they don't know where to go to and whom to approach to. And that's where we need to really empower women, show role models like we did today. So many great women out there who prove you can have children, you can be a woman and still do your own business, right? And we also love men like Alexander and Patrick and so on, who support this issue. In fact, as we can see, I guess 3 of them were female found today who won, right?
No, one is a man.
One is man, two female.
Yeah, but bald and beard looks like men. Are you men?
Yeah, definitely. But 2 of them are female-led, so it's really, really, really fantastic. And as you know, we have the mission 25 to 25, meaning to increase the proportion of women by 2025 to 25%, because right now in the German-speaking area, we only have 25%, and in the US, we'll have only 30%. So everyone who wants to support the mission is really welcome.
Oh, thank you, Irene. I'm really glad to hear that. I really enjoyed today's battle, and we had seen some great innovations. I like the passion, the way you pitch, and I really enjoyed talking to our esteemed judges. Thank you so much for your valuable time. You are really great experts. It's always a pleasure to see you. And I would like to remind everyone that we have only 2 unicorn battles left, which is Asia. We will be scrumming Central Asia and a little bit of South, and North America, and that is it. Then only Unicorn Cup, which is summer finals, are left. So don't miss out our great events this summer, and I will see everyone on live Tuesday, Thursday, and for the Unicorn Cup. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Mary, for this great event. Thank you, everyone. Can we have a final slide?
One moment, it's coming.
And it's time to say goodbye. I wish I could sing like Sarah Brightman. Unfortunately, cannot.
Oh, and we have the slide coming.
Yep, it's here. Okay, see you all at our next unicorn battle. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you.